All right, this is the video form of the product review of the BYBI Beauty Bakuchiol. Bakuchiol booster. So Bakuchiol is a natural retinol alternative. So basically what that means is that it does all the great things that retinol does, but it's not retinol. So if you are someone that has a tendency to have a worsening of your skin condition when you use retinol, or it's just plain irritating on your skin, starting out with or using Bakuchiol in tandem with or before you phase into using a retinol is a really good idea. Or if you're just not interested in using a retinol at all, then of course using Bakuchiol is a good alternate. So when we talk about retinols are usually thought of for like evening out skin tone, reducing hyperpigmentation, so post-acne scarring, also really great for helping with the visible signs of aging, so like reducing fine lines and wrinkles and helping to support collagen production in the skin. So obviously retinols are really great for our skin. Bakuchiol is also really great for our skin for that very reason, because it also helps attain those same outcomes. So this particular formula is a 1% Bakuchiol emulsion in olive squalene. So it is a very simple formula, which is really great for people who have more sensitive skin, who have a tendency to have more sensitivities to testing out different types of products, and even people who have acne-prone skin, because the ingredients are so minimal in this that you can get away with experimenting with it. Plus the price of it is incredible. This was $21 Canadian when I purchased this, which to me, I think is awesome. Like you can't go wrong with purchasing something at that price point, just to bring it in, test it out. And if you like it, continue using it. If you don't, you can donate it to a friend. So 1% Bakuchiol, based on the research that I had found, anywhere from 0.5 to 2% of Bakuchiol in a formula is recommended. So we're right in that reference range that we're looking for the amount of Bakuchiol in a formula to elicit a positive response in our skin. So that's awesome. Bakuchiol, by the way, is an extract from an Ayurvedic plant. So it is a plant source of a natural retinol alternative. Olive squalene. Now, olive squalene is a less viscous oil. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see this exactly. If it's not going to focus, I think it likes me more than this. If you can see that, olive squalene is more liquidy in nature, which is actually really great for people who have more acne prone or oily skin, just because this viscosity is just going to be nicer for your skin, and it's going to help improve product penetration. I have a drier skin type, so when I've been using this, I've been layering it, which I'll talk about that in a second, because to me, the squalene on its own isn't quite enough to make my skin happy. So I've been using it, sandwiching it into my skincare routine, and that's exactly what I want to point out with this, is that this is called a booster. So a booster is something similar to like what you find in the ordinary products, where there's a lot of just single ingredient formulas, but then you can cherry pick out of there, as long as you are aware of what you're doing, and put them into your skincare, into your already existing skincare routine, which is really awesome. And kind of a lot of fun just to be able to like cherry pick and choose what's going on. This Bakuchiol booster is the same concept, right? Where it's supposed to be integrated into an already existing skincare routine to enhance the results that you're getting from your current routine. So that's awesome. I really appreciate that, because then it allows me to be able to experiment and play around with understanding more about products, as opposed to committing to buying like a full serum that's going to replace like the current serum that I already like and use. So also with this too, Bakuchiol is something that you can use twice daily. It is not phototoxic. So when I say phototoxic, that just means it's an ingredient. Phototoxic ingredients, are things that you probably shouldn't be wearing out in the sunlight. So retinol is a phototoxic ingredient, and that's why you would only wear retinol in the evenings. Bakuchiol, on the other hand, is not phototoxic, so you can actually put it on twice daily if you find that your skin's responding favorably to it. So that's kind of awesome as well. Obviously, don't forget your sunscreen. Lastly, with this too, as with anything, just make sure that you are spot testing it before you commit to a full face of it. So when I say spot testing or patch testing, you're just gonna put 1 to 2 drops on the lateral side, like by the corner of your jaw here, for like 3 nights in a row, and just see how your skin responds to it. I would suggest doing that only because while I love this formula and I will continue to use it and will probably buy more bottles in the future of it, I did find that the first 2 to 3 nights my skin broke out just minimally, just from my skin getting used to a new product. So if you are someone that also has a tendency to be a little bit more sensitive to different types of products, or when you introduce new things into your regimen, just make sure that A, you're patch testing first, but then B, when you do commit to a full face, you start low and then you work your way up. So I would suggest starting with about 1 drop of this first, and then you can increase it to up to like 3 to 4 drops to sandwich into the rest of your skincare regimen. So with my specific skincare regimen, I've found this to be just a little bit too thin to be using on its own for my skin type, which, like I said, it's supposed to be a booster. It doesn't, you can use it on its own, but it's supposed to be sandwiched into a routine, not just to be used on its own. That was the intention of its use. So I actually sandwich it in after I tone. So after I use my essence, I use 3 to 4 drops of this in the evenings, and then I put on my everyday face and body oil, which is available on our website. So that's exactly what I do. I just find that my skin wants more nourishing oils than just the olive squalene that's in this. But other than that, I think this is a great formula. I'm really enjoying it. It's been a nice complementary addition to all the things that I already do in my skincare routine. So at $21, you can't go wrong with giving this a try.